hold on. Hey everyone, welcome to Busy Garden Life. I am here with my two younger boys and we are testing our freeze dryer today with candy. We went to the dollar store and bought a whole bunch of different candy. We wanted to test out to see which candy was actually good in the freeze dryer and which did not pan out so well. So we bought some things that, we know, like Skittles, we know are great freeze drying. And sure, you can start putting those on. We have a lot of gummy things. We did not buy anything chocolate or just pure chocolate because we know that chocolate does not freeze dry very well. But we have a lot of gummy stuff. I did try some sugar babies because they, I don't know, it's pretty much just caramel. We have some milk duds. I've heard milk duds might be okay. So we are just going to start putting a lot of this stuff, so you have to spread it all the way out, like nothing can touch. So the first thing Andrew wanted were these sour spaghetti things, gummy things. Hey Matthew, let's get out of the way here. You can stay over here, okay? So we are just going to go ahead and we have our 7 big trays. The freeze dryer is cooling already downstairs. So we are going to, what? You want to try one? Okay. What's those ones? All right, so we got these sour spaghetti things on here. Andrew has some sour Jello squares, and maybe not sour, candy squares. So let's spread those apart. Is this so funny? I'm gonna grab another tray here.
Wow, that's a lot of candy.
Yeah, we don't have to put all of those on there, okay? Maybe just half of them, so that we can make sure we have room for everything. Let's put the sugar babies and the milk duds together. These are called sugar babies.
Oh, I like baby.
You like sugar babies?
Mom, what are these?
These are those are airhead bites. Hold on, Andrew, when we do this, nothing can overlap because candy will expand. So we gotta make sure that they're really all spread out, okay? This is gonna be a challenge without the kids getting too much of a sugar high, right? What? You wanna try it? Here. We have some marshmallows here. Gummies, marshmallow. Shh, shh, shh. No need to scream. These are gummy marshmallows. Delicious. Okay.
Mom, I just got a Drew one. Mom, look at this one.
Yeah?
Mom, look at.
Wow.
Duper.
You want to try a marshmallow? You're going to get sick, buddy.
What is this?
Shh, keep your voice down, okay? We don't need to scream. We don't have to do all of them in each pack, okay? Let's save. Okay. Let's see how much room we have before we sit there and put all of them on there, okay? Gummy bears. We have watermelon rings. They didn't have peach rings, so we just got these peach things and then got the watermelon rings to go with it. We have High Chews, the Nerds gummy clusters, Starburst, Sour Patch Kids, Airhead Bites, Fruit Snacks, Swedish Fish, and some gumdrops. So we are just gonna work to get all of these on the trays, and hopefully they'll be done by the time the vacuum chamber's cooled and we can get them in there and get freeze drying. All right, we have our 7 trays with our stuff on there, pretty spread out. So we're gonna go put it into the freeze dryer and get it going, and we will update you when we're all done and show you, we'll do like a taste test of what candy actually works well in the freeze dryer and what does not. Well, it didn't take much time for our candy to freeze dry. It is the next morning, so we did it yesterday afternoon. The next morning, it was already beeping this morning. So I just kind of warmed the trays and took them out. Now, for the final result. Of course, let me get the Skittles. The Skittles and Airhead Bites turned out great, which we knew that was going to be the case because everybody does that, right?
No,
the Airhead Bites are kind of cool, but they look almost just like the Skittles, so that's a pretty good one there. Set it over here. The next we have
Mommy.
Starburst and High Chews. Those seem to do pretty good. The Starburst look like, I mean, they look the same, just no moisture. They might need a little bit more time, I'm not sure. High Chews look pretty good. Those turned out decent, I would say. Here we have our Nerd Clusters. These actually turned out really good. They're nice and big and fluffy. This, I don't remember what these are, Andrew. Do you remember what these ones were?
Those are fruit snacks.
Oh, fruit snacks, yes, yes. So the fruit snacks turned out pretty good. Those are nice and fluffy. They blow up kind of big though. This is our Milk Dud. Look how big the Milk Duds were. They're huge. I'm not sure that they're gonna taste great.
Look at that blue marshmallow.
The Sugar Babies didn't turn out so bad.
Mama, look at that
And then,
red and blue one.
yeah, these are the marshmallows. Or the marshmallow gummies, I should say.
Oh,
So they freeze dry well. I'm not sure the taste is gonna be fantastic though. Now what didn't do so hot is all of the gummy stuff with the sugar on it. So the Jell-O squares, the Sour Patch Kids, these little worm things, they are pretty much still very gummy. So there must not be enough moisture in there really. So those didn't turn out great to freeze dry. As you can see, they look the exact same and they're still quite gummy inside. Like you can't just break them apart. So the next thing we have here are our twin snakes. They are quite bubbly. So they freeze dry. They got all the moisture out. These are our peach hearts. Yes. The peach hearts were so big that they actually stuck to the bottom. I had to kind of pry it out a little bit. So maybe for those, they freeze dried well, but maybe we have to cut them in half next time so that they don't expand. The rings are kind of cool. Those actually keep the same shape and those look pretty cool.
And they look
So yeah, and they're nice and hard. So those turned out pretty good. Last tray, we have the Swedish Fish, those same as like the Sour Patch Kids and those other, they're pretty still gummy. They did not really do much. Gumdrops are still...
I tried one of those things. I tried a hard one.
Yeah, they're still pretty gummy inside, so those are not... Gumdrops don't work. Then we have the gummy bears. The gummy bears have exploded. Anything kind of gummy seems to just really explode. I'm sure it tastes good. It's nice and crisp and light.
Mama, the noodles are hard.
They're hard, yeah. But yeah, they're like very fluffy and light. So I guess it worked, but same thing as the peach hearts, they were kind of stuck to the bottom of the tray, so they exploded quite a bit as well. So overall, successful were the Nerd Clusters, the fruit snacks, the gummy marshmallows. I would say the Sugar Babies were a success.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna try one. Oh yeah, sugar babies,
Yeah.
success.
Yeah,
Milk Duds, almost too big.
baby.
Of course, Skittles, the Airhead Bites, Starburst, and the High Chews were all successful. Watermelon rings, peach rings, things that were successful but seemed to be very big were anything like the gummy bears, the twin snakes, the peach hearts, and then I would say anything unsuccessful were the Jell-O squares, Sour Patch Kids, anything that was really gummy, but then it had a kind of a different shell on the outside that it didn't seem to escape. So the moisture didn't seem to escape very well. The Swedish Fish was unsuccessful, the gumdrops. So we're gonna package some of the good stuff up and probably either eat or just toss the other stuff. But there you have it. That is what, well, that looks exactly like a heart, doesn't it? So that is it. That is what we found is successful for the candy section for the freeze dryer and what we found was not so successful. So now you can go ahead and do what you feel is necessary. What else have you tried? I'd love to hear in the comments what you've tried that worked or didn't work, so that we can kind of add it to our list. All right, so if you liked the page or the video, go ahead and subscribe so that we can keep getting all the updates as we start going along our freeze dryer journey. We do a lot of other things on the homestead. We've got the chickens and the bees and a big garden that we preserve. We do some meal planning throughout the winter. So go ahead and subscribe to the page so that you can get all the notifications of what we do on our homestead. Matthew says bye-bye. We'll see you next time.